Hello, everybody. Ohio. This is Jay Takashi. I'm here to bring you guys my reaction to the 2022 film Black Adam. And guys, give me a quick second. We're gonna do it in 5 seconds. But let me say this. I'm a huge Black Adam fan. I love him from the DC comics. He is a savage. He is very similar. Him and Namor are very similar because of their savagery and how they fight, and their hierarchy in terms of mindset and rule. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let's see what it's about. My man Dwayne Rock Johnson. Let's see what you bring us. In Go Yon San Ni Ichi Zero. Let's go.
Black Adam, what have your powers ever given to you? Nothing but heartache. I was a slave until I died.
Okay.
Then I was reborn a god.
Nice story.
My son sacrificed his life to save me. Over fire! Going. Now, I kneel before no one.
Okay.
Going on outside when you ain't safe from.
In this world,
Hawkman. Okay, Adam.
My city wherever I go.
I can fade. Okay.
they're villains. Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do. My vision has shown me the future. You have two choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior.
Okay, that's a nice scene.
That's up to you.
Behind you.
Did he just catch a rocket?
He got a rocket. All black everything. You know my fresh coat.
Okay, October. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, so based off what I saw, they're really going into his backstory. The scene where he was a slave back in the Egyptian times, and I'm liking that because I remember Dwayne Rock Johnson talking about how he wanted to get a full in depth uh he wanted to get full in depth with the idea of going around Black Adam's Tef Adams backstory, like show the whole him being a slave, him actually rising to the ranks, him having his family gone, taken away from him, and then making a contract with Shazam, which actually he made a contract with the Egyptian gods because he actually got their powers instead of Shazam. So I'm really loving what I'm seeing so far. The costume looks amazing with the hood and the cloak. I love that. I love that. That's more like vintage freaking Black Adam, and I love that. Um, his lines where he says, "I don't bow to no one." That's Black Adam. He doesn't bow to anybody. He's a savage. It seems. Now I want to see. I'm gonna have to see the movie in order to get what type of character. I mean, what type of Black Adam he's gonna be giving us, because there's one that's very sadistic and just takes pride in like ripping people apart, and then there's the one to where he was part of the Justice Society, and he literally he was very anti-hero ish, but he was still a hero regardless, but he wasn't like superhero ish like Superman or anything like that. Not Thor, but it's more of Ghost Rider isk like, or Shadow the Hedgehog, if you guys can get what I'm saying. But I think what, like I said, just what I saw of him, he's gonna be the guy that's like, I'm the shit, and no one can tell me what to do, and I do things my way, and no one's gonna stop me. Like, this is how I punish criminals, similar to Punisher. That's a better example. If you guys know Punisher, similar to that. Those are anti-heroes. That's what Black Adam starts off as more often than not. Then he goes full on villain. So I think this is the origin to where he's more anti-hero ish, and then he goes to being full on villain at the end. I can see that. But Hawkman looks amazing, guys. We got a and guys, they're black, so that's a one for the black card over there. I just care about the good acting. You know me. I love I love good acting. Whenever gonna either whenever you're playing a role like Hawkman, I expect you to be a badass. You have to be. You can't be soft and pudding. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's exactly it. Basically, a vigilante with no true goal. Yeah, and we got Doctor Fate, which is going to be their universe is Doctor Strange, because like I said, he's with the Justice Society. Clearly, there is no Justice League in this time period. And this takes place before Justice League and all that. And like I said, yeah, Hawkman, Doctor Fate, Adam, not Adam. I don't know. I don't think that's Adam Smasher. I think that's Adam. Because I don't know if Adam can go big. I think he can go small. He only goes small. He doesn't. I don't think he actually gets big. So maybe Adam Smasher. That might be Adam Smasher. Either the two. But all in all, it looks good. I want to see. I hope we get a lot of that backstory personally, because I like the exploration of a character's backstory. That's what I love. Even in anime and mangas, I'm a sucker for that. I'm the guy. I'm trust me. I'm the guy that sips tea to it, and I need more of it. OG Patrice, how you guys doing? Um, and OG sister, I appreciate you showing up, man. But anything to do with normally how a hero starts off from slavery to him getting his abilities and powers, I've always been intrigued by that, because it's like, now that you have these abilities, what are you gonna do with them? More often than not, and Black Adam is a tragic soul when he was still human. Lost lost his way with the power, and Shazam is his opposite. But Adam can do both, big and small. Okay, thanks for correcting me. I've only seen him ever go small in every iteration. And OG Patrice, if you're still here, sister, and Wally. Oh, Jaren, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know you were here, brother. This is the first time you've actually been on my channel, man. Thank you for being here, man. And brother, if you can, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my stuff. I really appreciate that. But all in all, guys, that's my reaction and my thoughts. Hopefully the movie's 2 hours. I don't want an hour. I'm sorry, hours not enough to cover a story for me now. I can see the darkness of in Black Adam. What do you mean of? Explain that. I can see the darkness in Black Adam, or do you see, or you mean like the rouge that he's gonna put on? Hey, intellectual soapbox, appreciate it. Yo, 84, you and me gonna talk. You, me, and Truth. We got to do something. Oh, Jaron Patton said that. I can see the darkness in Black Adam. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, Egyptians are black, bro. You notice we black. We in here. I tell everybody, welcome to the family. I might do another trailer reaction tonight. I might make it a twofer. If you guys would like me to do another trailer of something tonight, because I was gonna do a Vinland Saga one, and I was gonna make them separate, but I can do both today. That's cool. Like I said, because I'm not doing a stream tonight. I'm just doing something for today. But hold on, if I can pull it up, I will do. If like I said, since you guys are all here, yeah, I know very little about anime, but I support your channel, sir. Thank you, OG. No, OG Patrice. There actually are some series that you might be able to get around with some that deals with I'm talking about like one that's to deal with like the women more often than not, and that you would actually like, and that's I think Virgin Witch Mario might be up your alley. That's religious as I don't know what. and it deals with a witch called Maria. And it's funny that it's called Virgin Witch Maria because it's really based off the yeah, the religious book. But yeah, salute to OG Patrice. She's amazing, guys. Look, like I said, actually subscribe to everybody in the chat. Subscribe to everybody here. Check out everybody's stuff. Everybody here is awesome. And I'm glad to have you guys here, to be honest. Hold on. Like I said, guys, I'll do one more and then we'll close it out. I was gonna make it separate, but screw it. I do all that. And plus I have a thing of streaming due tomorrow. But yeah. Hold on. Pull it up right now for you guys. See how much they adapt in this. If it'll make a cool nana to my cool nana to my grandkids, I'm all in. Well, hold on. I should probably put a. You know what? This isn't a stream, but I did say I'll do another thing, but I'll get some people in here. Why not? I'll make it short, like I promised, because I know everybody's got something to do. Because I actually want to have a OG. I would like for you to come in real quick so I can talk to you for a quick bit. I got female series that little girls can watch that are like, well, right now, the only thing, if they're like 8 or I would say if they're 12 and below, they can watch Precure. That's not violent at all. That's all for girls. Nothing inappropriate. I can vouch for that. I haven't watched it, but I've seen scenes, and every girl in Japan and in America loves that stuff. How you doing, OG?
I'm good. How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing fine, sister.
Good. Salute to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm always trying to remember, like, to keep my sisters in my thoughts, at least my good sisters, and just trying to relax my mind too.
And that's always it's always a good thing.
Myself.
Good. It's a lot going on, and you do whatever you need to do to keep yourself calm, cool, and collected.
Yes, ma'am. And so the thing I wanted to put you on specifically, and I know because some of our people, I know it isn't for everybody of different ages and stuff like that when it comes to the stuff that we watch, but all I can do is mostly recommend the adult stuff for the adults and then recommend the kids stuff for the kids is what I can do. The best way to mitigate it. Because like I said, if you have little girls, Precure and Sailor Moon is right up their alley to watch for little girls. If it's something like maybe for like a religious stuff, they're not gonna get. That's for adults. More often than not. Like I said, Virgin Witch Maria, that is really for adults. That's more for you because if you were a believer of Christ or anything, you would actually get behind the story of that because it's based off Mary, the Virgin Witch Mary, and how she gave birth to Jesus and stuff like that. And what they were going for, they actually make a nod to references of the Bible a lot. When I watched it enough times, that's why when I tell anybody who is religious or whatever, if you're Catholic or Christian, watch that. They end up more often than not, they end up liking it. I haven't had any adult tell me that it was bad.
Either. I'm not either, but
no, I know you're not either, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, if it's any, I mean, of course I read the Bible and I'm a believer and all of that, but I don't practice organized religion anymore. But
same here.
The part for the kids, I would definitely be interested because, like I said, anything that will make me cool to my grandbabies.
Cool. Okay. I can help you with that.
If I act like I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking to them, I'll be all good with them because they'd be like, "Oh, Nana, that's so cool! You know about such and such," and I'll be like, "Yeah, So I want to act like I know what I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am. How old are they?
My twin grandbabies are 12.
Oh, okay, they're perfect. Okay.
Okay, and then I got one 14. So I don't know the 14. Yeah,
Okay,
she
yeah.
just graduated to go to high school. So I don't know for her because, sometimes I'll be mentioning stuff to her and she'd be like, oh, Nana, I'm so over that. That was so yesterday. And I'm growner now. I'm older now. So I have to be careful with her because, she right there at that cups of now she's getting ready to go to high school. So I don't know. What do you think?
I would say, let me ask you, is she into like girly things? I can help her
She
with that too.
is. She
Okay.
is.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe Precure might be too kiddie-ish for her. I can't give recommend. If she, but before 14, she would fit to watch it. But give her, I would tell her to watch tell her to watch Sailor Moon. Tell her to watch all that. It's made for
Sailor Moon.
girls. Sailor Moon, yes, it's
Okay.
made for girls. Nothing inappropriate in there. I mean, I listen. As long as she can handle pretty boys being dark, she'll be okay. She'll be okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she have a problem with it. Long as it's not anything that's like really violent or vile or
No,
anything like that, that's cool.
I
Yeah.
would make her watch the old school one maybe, but she can't watch the new one. That little one's probably a little too darker for her. But the yeah, but make her watch the original old one, and she'll like it. Like I said,
Okay.
I kind of know what's in for kids. Now if they're now the two they're just 12, let them watch the My Hero stuff, My Hero Academia. They'll love that superhero stuff. Kids love it. They'll eat it up. They'll constantly be on it, and they'll be like, Auntie, put it on freaking My Hero, please, please, please. And my nieces
Okay.
do that a couple of times.
Now my twins, grandkids, it's a boy and a girl, and I do know the boy is still really, really big into superhero. Now I gotta find
They'll
out
watch
about
that.
the girl though. But my grandson is definitely still into superheroes. So I gotta check in with the granddaughter though, because they twins.
All
It's a
right.
boy.
Okay. Check in with her and see what she likes particularly, and I can make a list of things for her specifically she can watch. Like I said, 12. Like I said, if she gets to watch that Precure, it's perfect for her because there's
Okay.
different versions of Precure for her. It's like 15, 10 seasons she can watch or whatever. So she got
Okay.
a while. It can keep
Okay.
her busy.
Put those names in the back chat.
All right, I'll put them in
Because
there. All right.
I actually would like to watch them first
Okay.
so I can like know about them too because I like to engage in the conversation with my grandkids. Like I said, if I act like I know what I'm talking about, then they will think I'm that cool nana that's like because I really am interested in what they like and what are some of their hobbies and things like that. So if they're into this, I would love to watch it first and then maybe recommend it to them. Or if they already know about it, then I can engage in the conversation, right? And they'll
Yes.
know Nana know what she's talking about. Like Nana's that cool Nana, right? That's what I
Right.
want to be, the cool Nana.
Nah, it's funny because I put down boy for the boys My Hero Academia, and then for the girls I said Precure. I'm gonna put Sailor Moon in the private chat too. Oh, Jaron Patton, thank you for showing up, brother. I didn't want to exclude you because I let you on. How you doing, man?
I am doing well. How about you?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm here and thank you. So what I said on the chat on the YouTube chat, what I said
Mm-hmm.
like what I seen Darkness and Black Adam, what I meant was yes, he was a slave. He lost his family 500 years ago in Egyptian days, and he made a deal with Shazam. And the reason that he made a deal with Shazam is about revenge. Because in the
Yeah.
comic books, he's one of Shazam's nemesis. Because when we watch the whole movie, because we have to realize why Black Adam the way he is, why he's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
He made a deal with Shazam and he abused that power. You know
May
what I'm
I
saying?
ask
And
what movie is this he's talking about?
Oh, he's talking about what I just reacted to. The trailer that just came out for Black Adam, and that's
Black Adam. Okay.
yeah, Black Adam. Yeah, Black Adam is basically a slave that lost his family in Egyptian times, similar technically you could actually throw him to one. You could actually probably say he was a Hebrew or some shit at the time, and he just got his family taken away from him and got killed. Which
Exactly.
sorry, self delete, but but and that's what he made a deal with a particular god so that he can never feel powerless again and get revenge on the people who hurt him. But
Because I wanted to say, because when I was young, I was a kid. There was this cartoon character we used to watch all the time. Well, he actually wasn't a cartoon character. He was sort of like a Superman character in real life, not the cartoon. And his name was Shazam. So I'm wondering.
okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. That's the same one. That's the same one. That's the
Yeah.
same one.
So I will be interested in watching this Black Adam. I want to check that out.
Yeah, and the Rock has always talked about he's wanted to do this for so long, and I'm
Yes.
talking about like it's been like decades when he said that, and
Yeah.
Wait,
I
so
actually
the
want to go
Rock
and
is
find it.
playing this role?
He's playing his role. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
gotta watch it now. It's on and popping. I love the Rock. I gotta watch it now.
Exactly. I do too. I do too.
Yeah, you
Cool.
see what I love about actors who are passionate to take the roles of especially superhero roles, including Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because I love actors who are passionate because for me, I'm a passionate guy, you know what I'm saying? He was born to play Black Adam, and I'm glad that he is passionate to take superhero roles because he never done a superhero role until now, you know what I'm saying? Because I want
So
to
where
see
can I watch this? Where can I watch this? I'm
no,
really.
no, OG, it's not out yet. It's gonna be out
Oh,
this
it's
year in
not out yet.
October.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, guys.
Yeah,
it's,
they
it's
just
gonna
announced when
come.
it's coming out this year, October.
Yeah, October 21st in the fall. So
We ain't
that's
got, we ain't
what it
got that
comes.
long. We got like 4
Yeah,
months, maybe 3
yeah, we
months
got a
actually of
long
that.
yeah, we got a long way to go till Black Adam comes out. You see now, anyway, because I am glad that Dwayne had took this role. He was born to play Black Adam. He wanted to do superhero movies all his life. You know, you see like other celebrities, some of them who do not want to do superhero roles, but Dwayne Johnson, he's different. You know what I'm saying? So like,
After,
I'm glad.
after Black Panther, I don't know what black actor would not want to take on the role of a black superhero, or you know what I mean, like represent that, because we know we didn't see a lot of that. You know, a lot of people don't know, and I don't know if you guys know. You guys are a lot younger, but it
Mhm.
had to be back in the 80s, early 90s. The producer named Robert Townsend, he actually was on to something when he did the one of the first black superheroes. It was called Meter Man or something like
I know
that.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
And you know, he was on to something. It didn't quite get the traction that, you know, Black Panther got, but he was like one of the first black producers to actually produce one of the first black superhero movies. And so now, since the Black Panther has taken such traction, I mean,
Hmm.
I'm waiting for, like, and you know, I'm gonna just say this. I thought, even with the whole Chris Rock Will Smith thing, when Chris Rock did the joke about the GA Jane, first thing came to my head was that'd be so doggone dope if Jada Smith would be the first black GI Jane. Cause that's how I took the joke, as literally like she will rock in
Like
that
she,
role. You know
yeah,
what I
like
mean?
if you can
Yeah,
get her to if you can get her in a good role, then maybe yeah, and she'd have to be practiced
You
on,
know
of
what I
course,
mean? Yeah,
but
and that's
yeah.
how I looked at it. And I would love to see a black woman play the first black superhero role. Like, where that
Well,
role
actually,
at? I mean,
we actually are gonna have one, by the way. If I tell people, if anybody knows who Monica Rambeau is, she gonna be Captain Marvel, basically, which is
no, I
Carol
don't know.
Carol Danvers' little niece. She actually is a black superhero in the books, and
Oh,
that
cool.
changed. She was originally black. There is no
uh,
change.
I
Spectrum,
already heard about that. I already heard about that. She is gonna be the
new Captain Marvel. Yeah,
yes, she is gonna be
Wait,
the black female superhero. You know what I'm
yeah, she
is
saying?
is
this
one. Yeah,
one?
she is one of
Is
them.
this the one? You know, a lot of Caucasian people was all up in arms about, because she was getting ready to play this role. Like, they was like saying a lot of y'all stuff, and I'm like, why they saying this about this black actors? And then I saw something that said they saying it because she's black. What do they think? Like, we don't have imaginations, and we don't have superheroes that we want to see on the big screen as well. Like, come on.
Like LeBron James said it better when he first got Black Panther. Listen, we have never had our own. Batman and Superman are white. Black Panther is black. Blade is black. Luke Cage is black. Like they're represented. Those are like strong exemplifications of strong black men. And now for our ladies, I tell people from each side, we got Vixen, who was black in DC. We have Storm. We have what's my other girl?
Right, that was Halle Berry, right? That played Storm, right?
Yeah, Halle Berry played Storm. I loved her in Storm. Like, I can't imagine nobody playing Storm but her personally.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, we have after Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern, we have Jon Stewart as Green Lantern.
A black Marine as Green Lantern. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but we need to see more of us in these characters, and I would definitely love to see more black women stepping up to the plate. There was this also when I was younger with the whole Shazam thing. There was this, she wasn't a sister, but she looked like she was mixed. She played the role of Isis.
Oh. No,
so
Isis.
Back in my time, there was Isis and Shazam, but they didn't look like us. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
like I say, Egyptians are more black people than they are of any Caucasian descent more often than not.
Yeah, and you see Megan Good. Yeah, you see Megan Good in Shazam.
Megan Good actually, that's actually funny because she actually got to be a superhero finally enough. Like they actually put her in a superhero costume in Shazam, and like she's part of a foster family. She turns from a little girl into an adult, and she's rocking a costume, and it's Megan Good. And I was like, okay.
So, I definitely got to check that out.
Yeah, and thank God Megan Good got a superhero role. I mean, it's about time. It's about time.
Honestly, she's old. She's not old, but she looks like young 20 forever, in her 20s forever to me. So it's just like you might as well get her in some roles before it goes down, at least.
Exactly.
So yeah, like I said, there's black representation for us in comics. There's plenty of us, and I told people, I said there's not that many black superheroes, but we've got plenty though for us. It's just like even less than Native Americans in some sense. We've got a few, but not a whole lot. But there's a little bit more of us than there is.
Right. I liked seeing Jada Smith in The Matrix. And a lot of people don't know Jada was in her 40s did The Matrix. So imagine getting in tip-top shape because she worked with a personal trainer that got her in tip-top shape to do The Matrix. She can do the same thing for G.I. Jane, even at over 50. She could actually honestly do that role, and of course other black women can too. But it just took me back to the thought of when that joke was made. That's the first thing clicked in my mind was like, damn, she make a badass black G.I. Jane. Like the first black G.I. Jane, because we know that Demi Moore played the first one.
Demi Moore, like, I remember Demi Moore.
How might that be dope to see Jada in that role?
Imagine she would take that role, and then that would be a game changer.
I'll be honest. Her past roles back in the day used to be good for me, and I guess that's why she fell off because she didn't produce anything else. Last thing I saw her was in a series she was a doctor or something, and after that I think I was in maybe not even college, like high school at the time, and I think that's where after that she just kind of not fall off the radar, but like she just disappeared.
But imagine at her age getting that personal trainer back in tip-top shape and doing a role like G.I. Jane at her age. Now, a lot of people don't know because I'm a lot older, right? But I know you guys probably have heard of some of these movies. They got at over 50 at the time. No, she might have been late 40s, close to over 50. But back in the day, in the I want to say late 80s, early 90s, when the movie Portrayals came out.
Portrayals, okay.
I think it was Portrayals. Wait a minute, what was the movie, ma'am? I don't want to get the movie wrong. But anyway, they paid Sigourney Weaver millions of dollars to shave her head off and play that role. That wasn't that Portrayals? Was it
that was Alien 3.
Yeah, Aliens. Thank you. I didn't want to get the movie wrong. Thank you. It was Aliens. Listen, people don't realize especially our community. You know, I think they're getting it now, but like a lot of people say, I wouldn't do this or that for that role.
Nickel the
They
guns.
first of all, they paid her millions of dollars. It was in her contract. They paid her like 2.5 million in her contract just to even shave her head for that role. And she was a woman almost 50, if not 50 at that time. And she, again, personal trainers get you in tip top shape the same way they did Angela Bassett for What's Love Got to Do with It when she played Tina Turner. Got them in tip top shape. And
Oh,
she
she was
played
actually
that
the mother
role
of Black Panther too. Not to
in
mention, she did a really
Alien.
great job with that.
Yeah, she did. That
I
was
love
awesome.
Angela. I have nothing. I'll be honest. I have nothing bad to say about Angela Bassett. Every
Yeah.
movie she's
Yeah.
been in is really good, so I have nothing bad to ever say about her.
Yeah, she's been in the industry for a long time, and she had never. What bothers me, she never got an Oscar.
Yeah.
She should
Facts.
have had one before everybody else.
Facts.
I'm sorry, I'm a
Yeah,
little
it is
biased,
certain
but she
women
should
that
have one before everybody else.
that are overdue, and that's the problem, right? In that industry, that's the problem that a lot of Black women have been slighted for so many years, and now when they get these opportunities, man, we gotta support them and stand behind them. So the things that Viola Davis was saying is absolutely true. Everybody call her the Black Meryl Streep. Why you not paying her like Meryl Streep? Why she not getting the roles like Meryl Streep? Why she not getting the accolades like Meryl Streep? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely 100% behind these women that are long overdue for these accolades.
Right, and for me, it's a matter of knowing the character, you studying the character, and then after that, you can put your little twist on it based on what you went through on times to bring out the actual full-on performance of that character. And just like I said, just give it a little extra oomph, and then it's a believable performance more often than not. And the thing is, it makes us carry more once you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we've had like I said, everybody in the Black Panther movie, they're like, you have so many great things about Black people in that movie. You can't say one negative thing to me about I can't find anything wrong.
Yeah, real.
We got an example. Well, technically, we have a perfect example of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, which is T'Challa and Killmonger, which is Malcolm X.
Now, when does Black Panther 2 come out?
It's supposed to come out this year. It's supposed to come out this year, but we haven't got anything for it yet.
Exactly. They were supposed to release Black Panther 2, but they had to put that on hold because they said they are not going to recast Chadwick Boseman. They make that perfectly clear. They're not going to recast him
because he was too perfect, to be honest. And I don't know if anybody else can capture what he did, to be honest. And I thought that man in my closet right here.
What I thought would have been good, how they had Killmonger, they didn't show it, but he basically kind of died off. What I would have loved to see if they would have wrote a part in there where somehow he gets saved and he ends up turning around and becoming the real king for real, because he actually should have kind of been in the royal family anyway, because he was related to them, right? So I would have loved to see that twist being wrote in that. Now I don't know, is he in Black Panther 2 or no?
No, I mean he might. No. I mean, there's little talks of him being in there, but he might show up as a spirit since he's in the astral plane. Because he ate the fruit. He ate the fruit, so therefore he can go into the astral plane just like them. He became a jaguar.
Right, his character died in the first movie because Black Panther to me is like the Lion King vibe, because Killmonger is like
007.
Yeah, the Lion King, Killmonger is like the version of Scar that he wants to be the king. Like Michael B. Jordan done amazing job in that movie because as the villain, you know what I'm saying? He wants to be king, just like Scar and the Lion King wants to be the king. So that was a great taste of what we just see in the Black Panther. So
right. That's why I thought that if it would have been written and the total been flipped the script, and he actually turns good after experiencing this near-death experience, and then he end up truly being king and taking his T'Challa, his cousin, right?
His cousin. Yeah, they were cousins.
Taking his cousin place. I would have loved to see it written like that, but I get it.
No, G. I mean, I see what you're saying. The thing is for that is he had to not do a 360. He has to go to rehabilitation for me. He have to get to know the land and actually get to understand what Wakanda actually means, actually understand the value of family, love, and all that stuff. For him to even be considered for that, to be for me,
Yeah, but it
because
would
he
have been
had too
cool
much
to see
hate. That brother had too much hate on him.
right, but it
Yeah.
would have been cool to see that transformation happen in the movie, right?
Right. I
Like,
would say it would take. I'll be honest. I think it would take all the way to the end for him to change in the movie. To be honest, if they did the movie like that, he'd have to steadily get better, know how to trust people, all that. He'd have to. Trust me, he'd have to go through a redemption arc. Basically, what we call it
Exactly.
in anime. It's a
right,
redemption arc,
right. Okay,
similar
guys.
to similar to like if the father left the daughter, and then he comes back to help his daughter and help his family. I'm actually taking from a series now, where he tries to become, he tries to get back together with his family, and he has to go through hell, fire, and water to make sure that he knows that he proves to his wife and his little girl that he still loves them and he wants to be a part of their lives. That's the redemption part, but he has to show it every day.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yeah.
That makes sense
Yeah.
too. That totally
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, Killmonger's father had betrayed Wakanda. He was making a
Batwing.
deal with Claw, and then his brother, T'Challa's father,
I know guns.
killed his own brother.
Right, right. Yeah,
Right, and I can't blame him
yeah.
for being. I actually can't blame him for being mad for that. Well, because let's be real. And thank you, Uncle Guns and Wally, for being in the chat. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for staying on. But the thing is for that, like what he experienced as a kid, all he had to, I'll be honest, all the brother had to do was just knock his teeth out or knock his head off, take him back, along with the son, and then he would, and then the son could be a better version of his father more often than not for not doing it. But I'll be real. Was the father really wrong for trying to help the people outside? I've always said this.
I know that's what I thought too, Jay. You know what, Jay? I thought that too, because in watching the movie, and then I said, "Now, come on, now, it was kind of bogus, and it was kind of wrong for what what's his name did." His father, T'Challa's father.
T'Chaka,
I'm like, that was kind of wrong. Why they played him too, at the same time.
And they left the kid there. That's why I said, I'm like, I left the baby cousin by himself, without any parents.
Exactly. Yeah,
now, that was wrong.
No, that bothered me too.
Now that's why
that was
T'Challa said to his father, he said, he is a monster of our own creation, because you did this. And he said, why did you leave him?
Yeah.
And then that's why, because remember, that's actually more of a heartbreaking moment for T'Challa, because he wanted to be exactly like his father. Actually, there's a deleted scene which I wish to get put in the movie, where after he kills his brother, he goes back to Wakanda. He meets up with young T'Challa and says, "Dad, I want to be just like you, the Black Panther, and all that."
I hope in this part too that it be something of some type of redemption moment in there for T'Challa's father too. You know what I mean? Like, if he's in this part two, which I'm pretty sure he probably is.
Well, remember, he can always talk to him through the astral plane, so they're always forever there. So
right.
So Killmonger got sent there too because he ate that fruit, and he's royal blood, just like him.
Like I hope man, that would be on point if they had like that moment like that where they all
like maybe to talk.
In that scene together where he's like, you need to like apologize to like, because it was sort of like y'all created that monster in a sense, like what T'Challa was telling his father. Yeah, absolutely.
Jared Patton. Look what Wally said. He said, to be real, I don't think. Yeah, Wally said, to be real, I don't think Killmonger is finished. He is Black Panther's biggest rival. Why send him off so soon? Well, to be real, they needed a threat to someone to really challenge T'Challa and really be one to really beat him. And in the books, Killmonger is really his foil more often than not.
Did anybody know
Go
And
ahead,
I was
OG.
wondering, did anybody know if for sure if Killmonger maybe signed something that he wasn't going to come back into, or wasn't going to come back at all, except
Well,
for like you say in those little scenes. But that's still coming back though. Do you think
yeah.
Yeah.
he? Do you think
No,
he?
no, no, no. I think I'll show. I think I'll show up in the actual plane scene. Like they're gonna probably gonna have a scene with them more often
Okay.
than
Well,
not.
I
I
think
think
he's
so.
gonna. Well, we don't know for sure because, like, look, at the end of the day, because, like, in Black Panther, because you left Killmonger behind, then you killed your own brother, then you make Killmonger a murderer and a
Hmm.
psychopath. You
Yup.
made
Mhm.
him
And
that
remember, he doesn't
way.
care about any. And remember,
Mhm.
remember what he said when it was ready to battle. He said, "I've been waiting my whole life training for
Yep.
this moment."
Yep.
And he said, I killed my own brothers right here on this freaking continent who were outside of
Exactly.
Wakanda. He didn't even know it until he found out when he killed them. And I'm like, and he
Yep.
says, all of this is just so I can take you out. And I'm like, I can't blame him. Can't blame him.
And I'm gonna watch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again right before 2 comes out,
Yeah, you
so it
should.
can. So when things
There's so many
happen,
great things in there,
you know, I
OG.
mean,
There's so
so
many great
yeah. So
things.
when things happen, it'll make sense because I haven't seen it since when it first came out. So right before 2 comes out, I'm gonna watch 1 again. So in case something in 2 may not make sense to me, I can say, oh, okay, I remember that's from something from a scene from 1. So you know what I'm saying? So it could just make sense for me because I know they're gonna reference stuff from 1,
Right.
right?
And
right.
right, they are. And OG, the best thing you take from this movie, from Black Panther, there's a lot of great things in there about brotherhood, about sisterhood, like how the sisters were portrayed, black women. You can't say anything negative about it. It's all positive. And I loved it.
Hmm.
Like every woman should be proud
Yes.
that how they were portrayed. They weren't coons. They weren't ratchet. They were warriors.
Listen,
Right.
Simple enough,
when
as
that
they
movie
should be.
came out, we had a black carpet event, real big gala we threw for the opening of Black Panther in Las Vegas. And when I tell y'all, we represented. It was you know what we did? I'm gonna just give y'all a little example. We watched the opening and this is where we held the gala. It was in a movie theater in the suburbs of Las Vegas, right? So we had got the everything all set up with the movie thing to have this black black carpet. We didn't do red carpet, we did black carpet because we wanted to represent. And we showed up. When I tell y'all, we had black carpet that led from the where the party was, which was in the same complex as the movie theater. We had everything roped off just like they do on a red carpet. We had black carpet that led from the club where the event was all the way to the steps of the movie. And we did the walk as black people dressed to the nine, guys. I'll show y'all some of my pictures from it and the backdrops of the Black Panther. When I tell y'all we represented, and when we did the walk from that uh place to the movie and then back to where the party was that night, you should have saw the faces of some of those Caucasian people looking at us. You would have thought we was going to march on Washington. I'm telling you, that's how big it was for us. That's how we represented. No joke. No joke.
Honestly,
We showed
that's
up and showed
wonderful.
out.
And a lot of people from Africa who want to go see the movie in the theater. When I was in Tampa, I was in Tampa, Florida at the time, guys. When I told you I was there because I want to go see it in the big theater, I had to go see that. You know what's so funny? My mom, my mom does not like superhero movies, so she didn't even like that, which really got me why she didn't like that because she likes elephants and stuff, and they come from normally are in Africa, which is still wild to
Mhm.
this day. But she just doesn't like it. It's not her cup of tea. But even then, there was some stuff that she should have been able to take from that movie and like it. But most of the people who are all blacks wore all African clothes.
Yep.
I love that.
Most of us wore
Majority were black in that theater, bro.
I wore African gown. I'm telling you, it was so dope
I
just to
loved
see
it.
it. And just to see the faces on some of them because they was like, what? Where are they going? What are they doing? Like, why are they so dressed up? We was representing. When I tell
My
y'all,
people.
it was a really beautiful thing. We was so proud. I said that was a moment for us that I hadn't seen since the faces and the proudness and the smiles and the tears of people when Obama first won the presidency. That's
Yeah,
the kind of energy that we brought for that movie.
right. And it's wonderful too. I tell people all the time, like, a great feeling that all the people can come together and understand that, like, this is something. This is no coonery, no buffoonery. This is us how we should be betrayed, or
Yep.
Exactly.
portrayed. Because
Yep.
like when I played
Exactly.
off, and I told people we're not playing off for a joke in that movie at all. We're
It was
warriors,
so much good
Yes.
energy,
and
man.
we're a culture of people.
Everybody, we was proud. We was loving on each other. It was just a proud moment. I remember I hadn't have felt that way since Obama had won, the presidency, and I personally worked his campaign, so I was like proud when he won, even though I was disappointed later in some stuff he did, but it was just a proud moment. It was like you felt like being a part of that history. You know what I mean? I was a part of that history when Obama won the presidency, and I was a part of that history when the Black Panthers came out, and I represented for both parts of that history. And it was just a big thing. And it was so much love, and just we walked with our heads up, and I was like, I want to see how people do that again, because I felt so good. I felt so good in that moment. So I
And I'll
want
be
us to
honest,
have
one of my
more
favorite moments,
moments like
OG.
that.
I said, be
Mhm.
honest, one of my favorite moments, OG, is when literally T'Challa's going for that. Like they do the ritual for like the combat. The first time you see it,
Hmm.
and you see all the
Hmm.
people standing on the water cliff, and you hear the
Yep.
music,
Yes.
the actual African music, is
Yes.
like
Oh,
that is beautiful.
That
oh
was
my
so dope.
God.
Because like I actually wish I
Listen,
actually felt like I was T'Challa standing in front of all those people.
listen, that
I
was
I
so
really did.
love
dope.
I'm just like, yo, that's
I
A
crazy.
lot of
love that scene. I love
yeah,
that scene, to be honest.
a lot of people don't know that is truly our heritage. They actually put some real African scenes in there from a lot of since I left Christianity, that's a lot of what I practice is a lot of the from my African lineage. When I found out my lineage and the tribe I come from, I researched what they did as a culture. It wasn't considered a religion. It was considered just in the culture of African cultures. And that's what I started doing. And I started learning some of the things that they did back then when it comes to the ancestors, water, the spirits, things that they use, and to manifest things in your life. So that I actually am more about that than I am organized religion now.
Yeah, I think to me it should be more about the culture and what your people represent.
Yep.
I'll be honest.
Exactly.
And so
Right.
when
And
I saw it, I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's the water ritual that they do. And then that's the ancestry thing that they do, when they calling on the ancestors. See, we don't see in a lot of African culture, they didn't believe in like calling on angels and all that stuff like that in like Catholic religion or whatever. Like we called on the ancestors. And
ancestors.
even in a lot of the Hispanic culture, they have a day. It's called Day of the Dead, where
Day of the
they
Dead. I
actually,
know that.
yeah,
Yeah,
where they actually celebrate their ancestors, and
their
that is a
ancestors.
part of African ritual as well too. And like our people don't know that, but that's
And
really
shout out
kind
to
of
the
what.
people. It's everybody. Shout out to Pixar for doing one thing for historical stuff. Coco is actually based on that movie, the ancestral for the Hispanics, where like they worship
Mm,
the Day of the Dead. That whole
Yeah,
movie is based on that.
yep.
mm.
And
People
Yeah.
like
they
you
do a
know,
lot. They actually do a lot of deep things,
yeah.
especially when it comes to the movie Soul. I have to actually watch that tomorrow because brothers told me I should watch that because it is like brothers are in that movie, but also it tells you what you do with your life, how you spend your time, the soul, and all
Mhm.
that. Like, yeah, there's a lot of deep things with that. Go ahead, Jared.
Don't forget Raya the Last Dragon. Don't forget about that movie.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
You
That
said
that is a
Royal the
prime.
Last Dragon.
Oh, no, Raya. My
Raya,
bad. Raya. Raya, the
Raya,
Last Dragon.
Raya the Last Dragon. That's the name of
That
the
Raya.
has
Pixar
a
movie.
really big lesson in it. To what you,
Mhm.
yo, trolls, get the hell out of my chat.
Hey,
This,
Jay, ignore them, man. Just ignore them. Don't
That's
pay
I'm
attention to
illegal.
trying
the
to
trolls,
block these.
bro.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
block these
delete it. Are they
fools.
putting something of sexual content in there?
Nah,
Because
the
some of
No,
names suggest sexual nonsense. But
yeah,
yeah,
some
I'm
of
gonna
the
get
them,
rid of them.
yeah,
OG,
sexual. Mm,
Go ahead, Jaron. You want to ask her a question?
so like we have Black Panther, we have Coco, we have Raya the Last Dragon, and I forgot to mention Shang-Chi. You know,
Oh,
Shang-Chi,
Shang-Chi, yo, yeah, definitely. That's
Shang-Chi,
that's that's Chinese culture, right? 100% to the
Uh-huh.
T.
Mm-hmm.
Shang-Chi,
Representation.
Shang-Chi is one of my favorite movies now. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to watch it twice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a martial artist. I'm just want to tell you guys that, you know what I'm saying, I'm a martial artist in real life. You know what I love about martial arts movies, because we haven't seen like action heroes who doing superhero movies and see martial arts movies doing superhero things, you know. But Shang-Chi, the moment I saw that movie, it was so lit. And then my homegirl Aquafina was in that movie. And she done
Saying
amazing.
that Chinese or Japanese?
Chinese.
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 Okay. Okay.
And and what I love about that movie, it was so lit. Including, and I forgot to mention Michelle Yeoh's in there.
Yeah,
We gotta get
She's a legend. She's
Yeah.
been around so long. And man, that Asian blood is beautiful. That's all I can tell you.
yes, yeah,
I'm thinking that she's for 40 or wherever. I'm like, yo, it's crazy.
There was a Chinese lady, I forget her name. She used to be in mostly all of I'm gonna think of it in a minute. She used to be in mostly all of Bruce Lee's movies. Oh man.
Oh man, now you hold on. I'm a Bruce Lee fan, so I
Because
gotta pay
listen,
attention to the lady
I'm
you're
a
talking
Bruce Lee
about.
I'm a
fanatic. Don't
Bruce
get me
Lee
started.
fan too. I'm
I'm
a
a
Bruce
Bruce.
Lee
Yeah,
fan too.
yeah,
Now,
me
see,
too.
y'all fans, I'm fanatics.
Well, I might be a fanatic. Who knows?
I'm a fan- I got his
Like I
whole
love.
collection.
I watch his movies religiously. Now that's a religion.
Oh yeah, I listen. I got his whole collection. I followed his career since he was with Bill Cosby in I Spy, and he played in Green Hornet. He see
Green
y'all old
Hornet,
school.
yes.
Green
Yeah, I
Hornet.
seen
Listen,
Green
Hornet.
Hornet. Yes, I
I seen
see
Green
listen,
it.
Hornet.
Green Hornet.
Yeah,
Okay, now that
the old
goes
school
back.
one and the new one. Yeah,
Listen, the old one where Bruce Lee was what he
Bruce
played
Lee.
Kato. What was his name? Kato in there, I think.
Kato,
Yeah, Bruce
Listen,
Lee. Kato.
Kato. That's his.
listen,
That's
listen. I'm a Bruce Lee fanatic now. Y'all just don't know.
we
But it
know
was a
because you're not
lady.
the only one.
Yeah, it
Trust
was
me,
a lady that played in mostly all his movies. And oh man. And then she ended up doing a movie um out came out well, let me it had to be the 70s because I was young. I was young girl. It was in the 70s and I went to the
thanks, Uncle
movie
Gun.
and I can't even find it nowhere. I've been looking all over online in old video store. I can't find, but it was called Kung Fu Mama. And she was the lady that what was her name? Used to be in all of his movies, either played like his lover or his sister or something, and she was badass too. And then she
I think
finally
it might have been
came
his
out with
sister. I think it might have been his
huh?
sister. I think that might have been his sister. I think.
Yeah, in the movie, and Judy Lee, that's her name, Judy
That's the
Lee.
Judy Lee. Judy
Judy
Lee.
And
There we
Lee.
go.
yes, and she
How to
came out
forget
with
it?
her own movie. I can't find it nowhere. Oh my God, I wish I could. The name of it was Kung Fu Mama. When I tell y'all she was badass in that
Looking it up right
movie.
now.
And that was
Well,
in the 70s.
I'm not familiar of Judy Lee,
I got
but
it. I got it. Judy
that's
Lee. Yep.
I'm not.
You see it?
Yep.
Does it say anywhere where you could buy it? 'Cause
Buy the
I would
movie.
love I would love to buy that movie. Put it with my Bruce Lee collections. Oh my God, that movie, man, she was bad in that movie. But yeah, I've been a huge Bruce Lee fan, and I used to listen to a lot of his interviews where he talk about the Chinese culture and a lot of their culture and the way that they have their spiritual rituals was similar to a lot of African rituals. Like real
Exactly.
talk,
Yeah,
people
and
just
I
don't
think
know
that's
that.
what I think
Like,
that's what we're attracted to the Asian thing. I'll be honest. Maybe that's why I think I resonate with it so much, and with this and a little bit of my African culture in the sense like that. Like it's just like respecting spirits or respecting the
yep,
ancestors who came before you.
exactly,
And
exactly.
something
Yeah.
that actually, I'll be honest, I think it feels good to be part of something more often than not. when you're part of your own history.
Oh yeah,
Because it makes you. I would say I think it makes you feel special personally, and you're not just another stick out or something like that. If you would think that, because
right.
it actually be a confidence booster. I think.
Yes,
Go ahead,
like
Jared.
Bruce Lee changed the game in the industry before Jackie, before Jet,
Before Jet
before
Li, yup.
before Tony Jaa, before everybody, because Bruce Lee was the first one that changed the whole industry. Because you don't have enough Asian people who done movies and TV shows, but Bruce Lee did all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have him, and then you have Jackie Chan, who done differently in his martial arts films. He done action and comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's
His,
done
he do-
both. He
yeah,
got his own stunts. I tell
yes,
people like
his
he
own
hurt himself.
stunts. Yeah, yeah, he came from a stuntman background, and then he became a huge superstar. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know it.
And yeah, he combined with action, with martial arts and comedy at the same time, and then I have never seen anything like it, because that's what I love about Jackie Chan. You know what I'm saying? Jackie Chan is the homie, because he could do his own stunts. He don't
And
have
I
he
love
don't
that all of them honor Bruce Lee. They all pay
They all honor him.
homage to the first one, man, that set the tone. When they did, I want to say it was Chinese Connection, and the Japanese treated Chinese just like the white people treated us. Real talk. So remember in that scene in Chinese Connection when he jumped up and kicked that sign off of the thing that said "No dogs or Chinese allowed."
Yeah.
Then you realize like that was a real thing for real that was going on between Japan and China, like real talk.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah.
fought for a lot of Chinese rights and things of that nature. So just have y'all ever just like real talk? They got some on YouTube and stuff. Just check out some of his old interviews that he used to do.
I
Real
did
talk.
that.
Oh yeah, I actually did check them out. I actually checked it out 3 years ago. I decided to do that.
Man, I'm telling you, you can
characters.
learn so much and talk about so dope, and then his son, Brandon was trying to carry on the legacy, and it's so ironic.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm a huge fan of the Crow movie, and that's why I love Brandon Lee.
Yeah,
because of that.
Brandon,
because I resonate. I kind of resonate what character he was playing, and also how far we would go to men to protect people we care about. Like that's why I like that movie so much.
Yeah.
And not just because I love rock music and all that, but more often than not of what it's personified.
Me too. I love rock and roll music. And then Brandon Lee, to me, his career cut short, which is sad because I wish he could do more back in the day. I wish he could do more, but sadly it did not happen.
He'd be in a Marvel film right about now, actually.
Yeah, The Crow was his last film because y'all already know behind the scenes how did he die. I don't want to go too much, but I already know.
Yeah. Sad situation. He was really picking up the torch, from his dad, and was gonna bring the newer generation into the martial arts, in the way of the new wave of generation, right? Which was his generation. And I was ready for it, man. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. This is just going to be.
A lot of people have reacted to the Crow movie. I've seen on YouTube. There's a lot of people who have reacted to it, and it really, really love and enjoy his character that he was playing.
Yeah.
And one thing comments I wish I could have seen him in more. That's one thing they say.
Yes, Brandon Lee is the Crow. Brandon Lee is the Crow, period. You cannot replace Brandon Lee because he is the Crow. Because there's nothing like him who's going to do a better job in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Because Brandon Lee
and character and understanding
you just leave things where they are. Because like you said, certain people ain't replaceable in certain roles. You just leave it where it is and let it be legendary for that. You know what I mean? Just
I would say that,
try. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes things don't need to be like revamp. So I agree with you, Jaron. 100% that like that Crow and certain people to me came out trying to do a lot of Bruce Lee stuff, and I thought it was cheesy. I was like, nah, y'all can't touch it, so leave it alone. Some
Right.
people are just that way in what they do. So I agree. Some things don't even need to be like
The
revamped.
original, for me,
You
the
know,
original RoboCop is very dark, and at least the first two. And and that's when I was young, and I watched that when I was very young. I'm like, yo, why remake it? The remake, even if you're trying to bring a new audience, I don't care, bro. Like, you know what happened to this officer when he was trying to do the right thing, and it's just y'all butchered that. For me, like, don't like, the original is where it always will be, and where it always will be at. Cause I'll be honest, I have '90s bias, so I'm real. So just like you're a Bruce Lee fanatic, I'm a '90s fanatic bias.
Me too.
okay.
Like I'm on for
Like, you
different
can't touch
cultures, you
the
know.
old school stuff.
Yeah, and exactly because
You
like
can't
the
touch the
remake.
Wraith for me.
Yeah, yeah, you because they wanted to remake The Crow where it was originally for Bradley Cooper at the time, but it did not
Mm-hmm.
happen. And then Luke
Nope.
Evans did not happen because
And
the
Jason
movie
Momoa,
got
they try to get him to do it too.
Jesse Momoa. Oh yeah, well him like the movie just got scrapped. It got scrapped because you cannot remake a movie that back in the day what Bruce Lee did. I'm sorry, Brandon Lee. My bad. Brandon
Mhm.
Lee. Brandon Lee is the Crow. You can't not replace Brandon Lee because he is the Crow. You know what I'm saying? The same way with Chadwick Brosnan,
Mhm.
he is Black Panther.
Right.
And then you cannot replace Dwayne the Rock Johnson because he is Black Adam. You cannot
Mm.
replace actors who done amazing job in superhero movies. You because people who are passionate to take the superhero roles. I'm a passionate guy because if I was in that position, I am passionate to take a superhero role. Either it's a superhero role or a villain role. You got to be passionate to what you have, to take the role and be grateful.
I feel
So
that way about Killmonger too. I don't think nobody could do his role justice if they
No,
tried to
no one
replace
ever
him in that
could.
role.
And OG and 84, thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
How you doing? I do want to say this, OG. People don't understand when you take on certain roles like this. Did you know Michael B. Jordan had to go see a therapist after he played Killmonger because he had to draw
No.
upon hatred and anger, and playing
Oh
that character
my.
kind of messed him up. He wasn't on
Wow.
pills
You
or
know what?
anything.
I'm
no,
No, he wasn't
surprised,
on
but I'm
pills,
not
but he had to go
surprised.
see it.
Right. Wow.
Go ahead, OG. I knew you wanted to say something. I'll let you go next, Jaron.
No, I just want I didn't know that. I mean, I'm surprised, but not surprised. But I did not know that. No, I did
Happened to
not know.
Jim Carrey. Same thing with Jim Carrey.
Now I
It's the
heard
exact
Jim
same
Carrey
thing.
say it. Yeah, and a lot of
Yeah,
people don't know Jim Carrey already suffers with depression already. He
from
suffers
playing
really
those
bad.
roles.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
talked about his, suffering with depression for many, many years. But dang, no, I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know that.
go ahead, Jaron. I know you wanted to say something.
I'm gonna tell you why because I watched a YouTube video because it was method acting that happens because
Yep.
when you in character you stay in character because like you have some actors who do not like method acting, you have some actors who love method acting, which I
Mhm.
love method acting because what Michael B. Jordan did, that was method acting when he took the role in Killmonger. That's why it messed him up. And that's why he went to therapy for that one because you know what I'm saying? Because that is method acting. That's called stay in character.
Yeah,
Okay,
you have to find some deep down dark. You have to go into a
dark
deep
stuff to
down
play dark
dark place.
characters.
So it absolutely makes sense. And if you've ever heard people that maybe talk about a role they've had, or other people talk about being in a movie with a certain person and how they stayed in character even when they was on break and all of that, like they still talked and walked and act like the character even when the cameras wasn't rolling.
Was
That
off.
that's what you're
Yeah.
saying, Darren. That's method acting. Like you're literally engulfed into that role wholeheartedly.
I, and the thing is, I think some like I said, think of Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington doesn't. We don't know as far as I can tell. We don't know, but I would think he's the one that hasn't let it get to him because remember he normally directs and he's in some of the movies that he directs. Don't forget that he's actually taken on quite a load. So it's amazing he hasn't had the same things happen to them with some of these young or older actors. Like I said, I really feel bad for Jim Carrey in that sense because remember he fell off the face of the earth for a while and then he's back with the Sonic movies and stuff like that. But the thing is, that's why he said I might be done acting. Like I think I'm just done, and I don't blame him because I think he's the best Caucasian comedian actor of all time. Personally, for me, I think he's one of the best. Him and Robin Williams, of course. But the thing is, he's done his dues. To be honest, like let the man like live his life and just have some peace, like have some goodness in his life.
Yeah, I grew up with Jim Carrey. I grew up with man.
Him and Robin Williams. I grew up with them.
Because Jim Carrey is one of my favorite comedic actors that I grew up watching, including Robin Williams, because those two are my favorite.
Mork and Mindy.
Yep.
Mork and Mindy with Robin Williams.
Oh yeah, Robin Williams. I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember that. Y'all might be.
I remember that. I remember Miss Doubtfire. I remember him when he was a therapist in one of his movies.
No, Mork and Mindy was his own. Yeah,
that was back in like the early 80s. That was like the early 80s, late 70s. Yeah. Back in the day.
80s, 70s. Y'all check him out in Mork and Mindy.
The movie that he was a therapist was Good Will Hunting. I'm sorry, OG. That was Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon. That was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I saw that movie. It was amazing. He won an Oscar for that for Best Supporting Actor.
He had to have won that for
that. Wait a minute, y'all. What was the one where he played the serial killer in?
Oh,
what was that one? Oh God! He played a serial killer, and he lived in Alaska. Oh man!
I gotta cheat, y'all. Hold on, because the message I've seen that I know what she's talking about, but I can't remember the name of the.
Now you talk about a different role for somebody that's in comedy to engulf themselves to play a serial killer. Woo, man!
I'm not familiar with that movie, but I gotta see it for myself and do my research. Like
that's
I'm not
what I'm doing right now.
Look it up. Oh man, I can't. I know they lived in Alaska because whoever came over there to try to capture him was having problems sleeping, because Alaska is on a whole different time zone. And it's like when it's time, when you used to being awake in the daytime, it was night in Alaska. Oh my God, that movie was
I'm looking right now.
Oh my God.
Which one are you playing?
What y'all talking about?
Wait.
It's a movie where Robin Williams played a serial killer.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's
he was in the show where he played a villain in the Homicide: Life on the Street. Yeah, that was a TV show. But I'm looking for Insomnia.
Yep, I think that's it. Insomnia. Yeah, because he was telling the man that was haunting him that had bad insomnia. I think that's the name of it.
Thank you, Uncle Guns. I appreciate yo. I didn't even see you chat. Tell him to finish looking up.
I think that's the name of it. Yep, that man. Y'all listen. Now listen. To go from
Al Pacino was the cop.
Yeah, yes, to go from a comedian actor to play a role like that, y'all. Listen. Robert Williams. Listen, I'm pretty sure he probably needed therapy after that too. I'm telling y'all, he was brilliant in that. Thank you for whoever named that was the name of it, Insomnia.
Imagine having comedic actors who will play villains and serial killers. Imagine you had comedic actors, you know what I'm saying? That because look at Jim Carrey. He played a villain twice in Batman Forever and Sonic 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And no, actually 3 times. Actually 3 times. He played the Riddler. He played the cable. He played the cable guy.
Excellent, really. Damn, I must say.
And the Grinch. I think it was 4 times. Okay. Let me start over. Let me rephrase this. He played the Riddler in Batman Forever. He played a cable guy.
Thank you, Uncle Guns.
He played he played the Grinch, which I love. I like that movie back in the day, and he played. Then he played Eggman in Sonic 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's played some villains, but not like a really. He hasn't played like a dark one, but he's played villains before. Like a dark one is freaking what she just said, what Robin Williams did. That was crazy.
Man,
and it's not taking it from Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is amazing.
The first time ever in my life I ever actually was afraid of Robin Williams. Like. Can you imagine somebody saying they was afraid of Robin Williams of all?
You know what? He could play Walter White. He could actually play Walter White.
I was afraid.
Yo, 84, man, and the RV just says, "You want to cook, man?"
Yeah, hey, man. And shout out also to Imperial Star Lord, man. Shout out to that home.
Shout out to that brother. Yo, man. Yo, I'll be honest. I remember Robin Williams probably was the original Walter White for me. I'm looking at pictures of him. Oh, I'm like, yeah, he could have played Walter White from Breaking Bad. Clearly, he could have played him.
Yeah, but Bryan Cranston had ended up taking the role. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like,
no, I agree with that. Of course he did, but the thing was, Robin Williams wasn't around at the time. But if he'd be more than a likely candidate too, if he could. But that actually amped it up Bryan Cranston's career because he can really act.
Yeah,
he was in
Malcolm. Yeah, he was in Malcolm in the Middle at the time, and now I never see him
play my
such
show,
a
Malcolm
role.
In the Middle?
Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, back in the day, and then I had never seen him play a role in Breaking Bad like this before.
Wait, are y'all talking about Malcolm in the Middle with Malcolm Jamal Warner and Eddie Griffin?
No, that's Malcolm and Eddie.
No.
That's Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm in the Middle was
okay.
Malcolm in the Middle is with Frankie Muniz at the time, and then you have Bryan Cranston who plays the dad. You know, that's one of the most funniest shows.
I love that show because me and Frankie are like kind of like the same age, so I love that show, man. Like I love that show. Like that show is my show, man. Like because that's how I was feeling as a teenager. Like I was feeling the same way. Like I just wanted to rebel. My parents was getting on my nerves. I like get out my face. You know what I mean? And they were like, you need to shut up.
Badass little kids. I ain't gonna lie, we was all bad.
I love that show though. That's how I felt.
Yeah,
watching wrestling and acting crazy and all that. Yeah, I miss those days, man.
Oh, and here's the thing y'all didn't know about Bryan Cranston, because y'all didn't know back in my day, in my childhood, because I didn't know he done voiceovers of Power Ranger villains like before he got the role as Zordon. So
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, because this is a true story, because he done an interview in the behind the scenes of Power Rangers the 2017.
Yeah, a lot of them did that. They took voiceover work before they can be on the big screen, like in person. So I've heard many stories. A lot of these upcoming actors say that they actually was the voiceover role of this or that person, and you'd be like, "Dang, I didn't know that," but it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like because y'all didn't know, because what I did not know, because Bryan Cranston revealed that he got his first job as a voiceover where he played multiple villains in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers back in the day. And
I did not know play Zordon in that 2017 when that makes sense.
Yeah, he did, because he won. Yeah, that was one of the shocking moments, but I did not know that. Then he done a couple voiceover works. Then after that, he done Malcolm in the Middle and Breaking Bad and Power Rangers. So like his
brother was in Godzilla. The brother, he was in.
Godzilla. Yes,
the new one that came out like over here 2014 one and stuff like that. Like
the new one. I seen it. It was really good. He done amazing role, and then his character died after that.
People wanted to see it because he was in that movie. That's literally what they go see Godzilla. Like, oh, Bryan Cranston's in there. Oh, let's go see it, man. Because his name is getting traction. Like for example, I told people, like, listen. Just like DiCaprio, like I watch all of DiCaprio's movies, and I think he is my favorite Caucasian actor. I think he's my number one because he doesn't have a missed movie at all.
Yo, DiCaprio is the man.
DiCaprio, I love all his films.
He is up there for me too on my top 10. But
Leonardo,
Yeah, but you know,
I gotta make him. I gotta make him. I might have to make him one, but he's in top 3 at least for me. He's got to be.
But
top
I'm gonna
3.
tell you, he's definitely in my top 5. He may even. I don't. Let's see. He may even be
top
one.
5. That's fair.
You know who in my maybe my number 1, but for sure in my top 5, Robert Downey Jr.
Junior. Okay.
Yes, Robert Downey
Okay.
Jr. is the man.
Robert has had a come around
actor,
career.
man.
So yeah.
Oh,
and I love the Judge movie outside the Marvel films. That was a good film about him and his dad. That was a good one. That was really good.
Yeah, Robert Duvall played the judge. Yeah. And don't forget about my man Ethan Hawke. My man Ethan Hawke.
He's underrated too.
He's underrated.
Ethan Hawke is underrated. He really is. I think he's an underrated. He's very good. He's an underrated actor. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's amazing. He's a fantastic actor, and I am glad that he's in the the Moon Knight. Have y'all seen Moon Knight? That he played the villain. Yeah, he played the villain. I'm glad that he's played the villain.
Oh yeah. Sorry guys, I set off for a second. Ethan Hawke. Yeah, he's underrated.
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that movie.
It's on Disney Plus.
Moon
Knight is on Disney Plus
series where they have him playing a villain more often than not, and he has that philosophical speech that most characters like he does in some movies, but he just sounds very like about himself, like trying to talk as if he's in an upper echelon when he speaks.
Oh, and Jay, don't forget he's gonna play the villain a second time in what's gonna come out this year, where he plays like a villain where he kidnaps kids.
Wait, what movie is that?
Well, he plays a terrifying villain where he got the clown face on the hat, like
So not it.
Not it. Like it was a movie that he plays a villain that he kidnaps kids and end up being murdered.
Is this in a movie or on TV?
No, a movie. You gotta go on Google, see his next movie is coming out because it's coming out this year.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
I like. You know, it's so funny. His name pops right up when you say that. When I type in ET.
Oh wow!
Hold on. Is it the black phone? No, that's not it. Hold on.
The black. Yeah, the black. The black phone.
No, because that was last year. You said this year.
The black phone.
No. This year, the black phone. Yeah. You got it right. The black phone. That's the name of the movie.
Okay, it's already out. It's been out. Okay.
Oh, I should be able to watch it on streaming then. I like his work.
Oh yeah. He's done a lot of great work.
Yeah, the black phone that he did, like actually that wasn't his first time, it was his second time where he was in Moon Knight where he played the villain. So that was his first time playing the villain in Black Phone.
Okay.
Yeah,
did they take
go ahead, OG. Go ahead.
Did they take what's the name off the air? Or does it still come on? Y'all named it earlier. The black superhero guy, the Luke.
Luke Cage. Oh, Mike Coulter.
Yeah, did they take that? Did they take that off?
Yeah. They took the show. No, it's off of Netflix, but it's on
Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Okay, I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah,
because I started watching it. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good show. So they take Marvel shows out of Netflix and put it on Disney Plus. Like you had Daredevil,
wasn't it one called Black Lightning or Black something too?
Black Lightning.
But Black Lightning is DC though. That's on HBO Max. Now Black Lightning you might like. You won't like the last season. Just watch the first 2 seasons. You'll be good to go.
Yeah,
Black
Lightning
family.
Yeah.
About his daughters. Yeah, his daughters have superpowers like the father, which actually like it didn't come from the mama, it came from their daddy. And he believes in actually he's probably I shouldn't say perfect, but the ideal father most sisters should have would be Jefferson.
Cool.
Because he's a principal of his own school, he owns his own school, and he's a superhero by nighttime. Like he
somebody was telling me about that. Because I was
Like watch the
Okay.
dynamic between him and his wife. Like I think you'll like that dichotomy because it's
Okay,
actually
you
done
said
well.
it come on Netflix, you said?
No, not actually Netflix. It might still be on Netflix. Check it out. See if it's still there.
Okay. But I got
Because I remember
streaming.
watching it.
I probably can just like type it in and watch
Yeah, see if it comes out. Yeah.
all of the seasons. Yeah, all the episodes. Okay, cool.
And you would, I think, like I said, you would really like it because the ladies are done right, the man is done right, and trust me, the whole situation with the whole family and everything is done very well. I had no
Okay.
problems with it.
Okay.
Last season I did because I didn't care for it because they did something they did some stuff that I did not agree with, and I'm like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah,
But the first two you'll love.
Okay.
yeah, on Disney Plus, Jay, you're gonna get a kick out this one because coming
Which one?
soon we're gonna have Don Cheadle returning as War Machine. It's gonna be like Armor Wars, and then you're gonna see the first African American woman as Iron Man, but it's gonna call Iron Heart.
Oh yeah, Riri. Oh yeah. Riri Williams, the
What?
little girl. Yeah, she's she's a fan of Tony Stark, and she's actually a genius, and she gets inspired to make suits like him.
All right, Jay, I'm gonna be
She
checking in with you now because you're gonna have to remind me when all this stuff starts to come on so I can check it out.
Okay, OG Patrice, me and Jen, I got you. We got you. We love this stuff.
I appreciate it.
But definitely, that's in the talks, but they have to get the actress for it, like a young actress for it, and then they have to set up the date of when they're going to do it. It's been talked about that they got to bring it out into fruition, so we got to wait. But yeah,
Okay. Keep talking about it and keep me posted. I'm finna have my dinner now, but I'm gonna listen to y'all and let y'all young men rock. I enjoyed this conversation. I'll do it again.
Definitely, man. Thank you for being on. I appreciate it.
Yes,
like I said, I'll just
OG.
make sure you take a picture of the back chat so you can know what they get them into, and you'll be good
all
to
right.
go.
I won't do that. Thanks.
All right, man. You take care. All right.
All right.
Bye, OG.
Bye.
So yeah, about Black Adam because that's one of the films that I'm looking forward to see, and then and the only thing that
And
I'm
Aquaman for me personally, whenever they get done with it, I want to see two, just because I love Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa, yeah, he's really he is perfect as Aquaman, and then
He's
the only
too
thing.
perfect.
Yeah, and then the only thing that I'm looking forward to, I want to see Shazam and Black Adam go at it because,
That's what I wanted to see too, because I'm a huge fan of those two going at it in the comics. But the difference is, technically, he should focus Shazam in my mind right now. There's no reason why he should be able to beat him. But we know it's comic books; they do it all the time. But all in all, it should be something like where you have to get the whole family to take him out, which is where they're gonna struggle. Which I think he's actually, I hate to say it, but he's gonna run through those guys.
Well, at least like Superman, like just team up, like him.
Now, if it was just those two, then that's not a problem. I would love it, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to reenact that animated 32-minute short that we watched of those two teaming up and beating up Black Adam, which is still one of my favorite shorts to this day.
Yeah, because like what we revealed at the trailer that why Black Adam the way he is, because like like based on his past, why he's doing this, because like Shazam wasn't having it. So like he felt like in the first movie, Shazam, he felt like he made a mistake that choosing Adam as make him a god. And so what I see in the first movie is Shazam, because Shazam explaining Billy that Black Adam was the first that he chose.
Yep.
And so like again, that's the reason why we're gonna see Black Adam. That how did this happen? Why Black Adam the way he is? Because he lost everything. He lost everything. His family was taken away from him. He was a slave. But now, what he say, like he bows to no one, but people will bow down to him.
I mean, technically, he is royalty. If you want to go by the books, he is royalty. him, and I did make the comparison to anybody who got my afterthoughts after the show was over. I did say him and Namor are very much alike in a sense, where I'm talking about comic wise, they're very pretty much accurate. Like Namor is a savage, he could be anti-heroish or he could be a villain. And him and Black Panther have been in war multiple times, and the bastard actually succeeded and actually taking and actually getting in Wakanda with the Phoenix Force help, by the way. Their defenses couldn't do anything against that. Of course, they're able to propel aliens and stuff, but when it comes to magical outside higher tier stuff, they can't stop that. And he actually succeeded. He succeeded where many people failed to get into Wakanda, and Black Panther hates him to this day for doing that. What he did to his people. So Namor has the same amount of self hate that Black Adam has. Like I said, they can be seen as villains or anti heroes, but they're savages through and through. That's why I said whenever we get Namor, I just want him done correctly, perfectly, because like I said, him and Black Adam are very similar in a sense.
Exactly,
because they don't give a damn about other people. They just care about their own people or their own place that they're protecting specifically.
yeah. Yeah, I don't want people got carried away that Black Adam is the Dwayne Johnson movie. But like, think about it as a villain story, because you have villain movies like the Joker and Cruella de Vil and
I
every
still haven't
type
seen
of
Code
villain.
Ville, but I will be watching it because I need to see that. I heard that was it's good. It's another case study like a Joker, is what they told me, of what leads her to become crazy or breaks, but similar to Joker, like
Yeah,
Arthur Fleck. Yeah.
Yeah, what I love about villain movies, because we had to discover their background and their origin story, the same way with Black Adam, because the Joker, how he started, like we see like multiverse, like the Joker was a gangster, the
Yes.
Joker was the original Red Hood, and you see like the Joker is a comedian, and then Joaquin Phoenix killed it in that role. He
Yup.
nailed it. You know what
Damn
I'm
well
saying?
did.
Because when I watched the Oscars, I was like, thank God he won an Oscar. He was nominated million times, never got an Oscar until the Joker. The same
Right.
way what happened to Heath Ledger as the Joker, which is like method acting, and Joaquin Phoenix done method acting the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Oscar was interested in method acting. So like, so for me, for myself, I love the villain movies. You know, like, much as I love superheroes, I also love villains so much, because
Same here.
we don't know where they come from. We don't know about their backstories, but when we watch their movies, we have to learn where they came from and how the way they are, you know what I'm saying? Say, like, we got to learn about these people, how they are, you know?
We do. And I think as we're older, we stop caring about the heroes and we care more about the villains when you're older. And I actually do agree. I do care more about the villains. I just want the villains to be done right. That's why that's why I love Thanos. That's why I love Killmonger. That's why I love Michael Keaton's Vulture. Very relatable in this sense. At least Keaton is very relatable. Vulture was very relatable. When he
Yeah,
was talking about getting laid off from his job and things like that, and like that's realistic in the real world. He ain't got no powers. He just a man. He just a man that got contracted to get paid for a job more often than not, and then he gets laid off and like, okay, I'm gonna do things my way and keep all this stuff and sell it and make a profit living for my family. He did what any of
exactly.
us would have did.
Yeah,
Now,
and he
selling weapons is wrong. I will agree. We're going to do that, but we will make a profit of something if it takes to get our families off the street or keep them from being on the street. So,
exactly.
so his stuff is very relatable.
And yeah, and same way with Venom with Tom Hardy, and then Morpheus with Jared Leto, which didn't see
I
Morpheus
didn't see,
yet.
and I didn't see it because I knew it was going to get ruined. With the mother kept pushing it back because that was one of my most anticipated movies. Then as I kept pushing it back, I just stopped caring, and that's a shame.
Yeah,
because to me, Jared Leto needed to get a W, and they effed him over in Suicide Squad. They effed him over more. He can never do another He can never do another superhero project or any Marvel or comic book shit at all. He's better off being in regular like movies or something like that.
Yeah,
because they keep screwing him over personally. That's twice they've done that now.
Yeah,
at least it wasn't Marvel though. I'll give him that. At least it wasn't Marvel.
Yeah,
they actually would have used him. I'll say that. Go ahead,
yes. Yeah, like in in Suicide Squad, I don't like that kind of Joker with all the tattoos he got on and then the green hair.
He's a gangster. He's a gangster. Yeah. He's not even Joker. Joker's not like that at all. No version of Joker is a gangster.
Yeah, like you make Joker as a thug, but that's not the Joker. That you make the Joker thug. So and then Morpheus. Now people do not know who Morpheus is because I know who he is because he's from Spider-Man. Because
I know he was. Yeah,
I know some people do not know who Morpheus is because he's the living vampire because Michael Morpheus is a scientist that he's trying to work on a cure based on his sickness, but the cure went wrong. His experiment went wrong when he got bit by a bat. That's how he became the living vampire. You know what I'm saying?
Radioactive bat, but yeah, it's very similar to the Spider-Man. That's what they said. At least for the animated series, it was radioactive bat more often than not. But with this, I didn't see the movie. Hopefully, there was some he put a radiation in whatever that thing was and got bit by one while he got hit by it. That's the only way it makes sense because a regular bat is not going to turn you into a bat, a living bat. It has to be scientifically engineered or some shit. Just like with Electro with those freaking bioengineered deals.
Mm-hmm.
That's what turned him into that.
So and then they were supposed to do the Sinister Six movie. That's what
technically you got that in No Way Home is what you got. Technically, you did get it there. But the thing is, you made it fair where there's like 3 Spider-Man, so he can't beat them all by himself, which is real. It's not realistic that he beats all 6 personally, especially if he's a kid or a teenager. He's getting ran through. So they just made it more realistic in a sense that he has the OG Spider-Man to help him out.
Yeah,
the unpopular one, then the OG, and then you have him, Tom Holland. Which is why we were such big fans and waiting for the movie to see if everybody was going to show up. And I'm like, we're waiting on it, and then they showed up, and we're all happy.
Exactly, because let's not forget that Tobey Maguire was the first before Andrew, before Tom.
Yep.
Tobey was the first Spider-Man because for me, he is Peter 1. Andrew Garfield is Peter 2, and Tom Holland is Peter 3. Name Tobey Peter 1 because he was the first to be in Spider-Man. He was the first. He was the first. So you cannot take away from Tobey Maguire because he was the first Spider-Man. Way before Andrew and Tom came to the picture, he's the OG.
No, I got you. I didn't figure on that. And Jeremy, before I end it, I'm gonna do my reaction to Vinland Saga, Vinland Saga season 2. And for the way, guys, I've read all the manga. I've been caught up with it. I actually know what's supposed to happen. So let's see. I just want to see if they adapted the second part for season 2, and hopefully they follow everything. So I'll do that, and then I won't give any thoughts. I'll end it off there, and then I'll let Jaren say his last words, and then I'll close out the stream. Because like I said, originally it wasn't supposed to be a stream; it was just supposed to be a reaction. But I wanted to get OG in, and I wanted to get Jaren in, and I thank Jaren for being here. Number one, I appreciate it, Ben. My first time, and thank you for showing up, bro. This is the first time I've ever had you on my channel, let alone in the chat, let alone in the stream, because most people don't show up, so it's cool.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm here. So I'm
definitely, glad man. I love having you here. And I love you getting your full full takeout because I hate it when you're being stopped. Personally, for me, I like everybody to
Yeah.
get their whole takes out. All right, guys, I'm gonna play it. Hopefully, there's no music in here. Let's see. If not, I'll turn the volume down a little bit. All right. Hmm.
何人かなんて覚えちゃいない。5つか6つくらいの頃から戦場にいた。俺は戦士だった。
昔、俺の住んでた村に。
If there's any music, I'll mute it.
あいつらは人の皮をかぶった獣だ。
今度こそ男たちの嵐から子供を守らなければなりません。
差別を好む者はどこにでもいるが、そうでない者もいる。くじけるなよ、二人とも。
俺はイングランド。
Older Thorfinn, okay.
必ずな。こんなど田舎で一生終わってたまるかよ。
人には得て増えてがあるのだ。人間、身に合った場所におるのが一番良い。
違うぞ、親父。こいつは始まりだ。敵は強いぜ。
Okay.
探しておるのです。奴隷になった友人の息子を。
これから覚えていけばいい。一つ一つ。空っぽなら何でも入る。
So guys, I gotta turn the volume down a little bit so I'm
生
doing
まれ変わるつもりがあるなら、むしろ空っぽの方がいい。
Love the OST. He looks like Aaron Yeager, but I know who character that is.
生きたいのか。俺は生きてどうするんだ。
進むがよい。3点に至るにはまだしこもねが足りぬ。
Thorfinn and Thorkel. Okay.
失われた愛のためだ。
All right, guys. All in all, it looks amazing. I'll give my thoughts on it tomorrow when I do my anime stream. We'll do our stream tomorrow, which is best isekai protagonist. I'll put it here for you guys to check out. This is what the thumbnail looks like. I worked on it. I've tweaked it a bit and I fixed it, but this is our topic for tomorrow around 2 p.m. Best isekai protagonist.
I never.
Go ahead, Jerry.
I never heard about that show. I think but it's pretty good. You know, I love
Vinland Saga
anime.
is really good. Yeah, dude. Vinland Saga is based on based on the Vikings, and anything with Vikings, I always love. Even the Viking series that's on Hulu, check that out. And it's all completed. You can actually watch all the seasons.
Yeah, and
I still need to finish season 2, but yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, anime shows I still had love for animated, and I got the My Hero Academia shirt on. You know, what you think that I started watching My Hero Academia on Hulu? I followed the seasons. You know what I'm saying? I started to love My Hero Academia. So because the first time my mom gave me this shirt, like I don't know, like I never watched it because I told her like, what is this animated cartoon? I never heard of it. So she gave me this shirt, and then on Hulu, I started to check it out, and then I started to fall in love with My Hero Academia. Is that Sailor Moon? Is that Sailor Mercury?
Mercury, man.
The best one.
And it looks like it was a shirt made for dudes, is what it literally is. And I've worn it before, and it's people ask me, "Oh, where'd you get that?" and stuff like that. Yo, I bought it online, guys.
I'm going to collect.
And that's the thing. And before I do end it real quick, the thing is for me is it's a matter of like this has been with me all whole life, my 30 years of living, and I refuse to let go of it at all. The difference for me is just being able to manage things that I work hard with, the things that keep me at peace, which is this stuff, but also reading and meditation. And always practicing to be better in Japanese, which everybody's trying to get me to go to Japan and like get me over there. And the reality is the thing is I have to make that a reality so I can get over there before I'm 40 and just do what I want to do. Have my wife and kids down there, do my job, and then retire and be at peace. Simple enough.
Same.
I'll be honest. Being down there every day, when I do finally get down there, I'm gonna be a fucking kid in the candy store. Everybody knows that. It's gonna be hard not to smile in front of people when I see all these things. And one of my buddies, he's on Instagram. He posts. He actually does like skits of like the streets, the areas, the whole the prefecture of Tokyo, Shibuya, Niigata, all that stuff. I love seeing it. Like, dude, he's killing me with this. It's because it's so beautiful, and I wish I was over there right now. And I told him, I said, "You posted any more, man? I'm gonna punch you through the screen." So, but I mean, that's how beautiful it is. But Jaron, man, thank you for showing up, man. Don't know if you'll be busy tomorrow around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But I'm doing a stream with my little brother, and we're gonna try to be on here to give you the topic that we're gonna talk about. And we do it for like about 2 hours, and after that we end it. But all in all, man, thanks for being here, man. Love your support. And
anytime, man.
Thank you. And brother, like I said, be safe, work hard, and just do what you do to keep yourself at peace.
Hey, you too, man. You too. Like always do you. Handle your business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
and I'm glad that I'm here. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for bringing your energy here, man. And then, like I said, thanks for we chilled the night with OG and your perspectives, hearing your points, and seeing how you will interact with all of us. Love that. That's good, man. I like progressive conversations instead of talking about mundane, angry things. I tell people like that's what's needed more positive than negative. Of course, we acknowledge that the negative exists, but we talk too much about the negative. We don't talk enough about the positive. So that's why that's why I've made this channel more positive than negative.
Yes, positive vibes, not negative vibes. Because
it's a chill atmosphere here.
Yeah, because my mom gave me the shirt called "Positive Vibes Only." Like, always be positive and not be negative. You know what I'm saying? Just always be positive and be open minded.
All right, thank you, Jaron Patton. I'm gonna end it here on the outro.
You're welcome.
And Uncle Guns, thank you for the compliment. Japan is nuts, Jay. You love it, I know. I'll take it over in New York. That's for damn sure. People in New York are crazy. But guys, like I said, thanks for tuning in for my trailer reaction and also a little brief discussion with others on here. And Uncle Guns, thank you for showing up, man. Shout out to Wally. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to you for being here. You guys are amazing, and thanks for taking the time to show up. I'm gonna say it over again. Thanks for taking the time to show up. It means a lot that you guys are actually showing up. But guys, adios, sayonara, oyasumi nasai. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m.
See you.